I really have to thank Hoyt for that history lesson because it's extremely important. You know, the council, when they said no in 2017, Miscavige said, all right, I'll wait for the next council. The next council, he got me. And he said, I'll wait for the next council. Now he has you. That video that you loved, Ryan, that beautiful video that if only the public could see this video, they would love having the L. Ron Hubbard Hall here. There's a reason Miscavige doesn't show that to the public. Because it says L. Ron Hubbard Hall on it, and he knows the public here don't like Scientology. You know, there's another very, very beautiful video, very similar to that. I'm sure the production value of the LRH Hall is just as great. You can see that one right now. You can go to Cleveland Street Alliance, and there's a video there about how 3 buildings on Cleveland Street are being restored. And it is remarkable. It's such a well-produced video. Nowhere in there does it say Scientology or L. Ron Hubbard or David Miscavige. But he's the one who snapped his fingers to make that happen, to try to get something from the city. And that is a front group that he created expressly to hide the fact that Scientology's involvement in those buildings is what is making that happen. I would urge you not to sell the street. Miscavige didn't go halfway with you, it appears. You had things you wanted in the deal, and he said, nah. I would say this to you. Miscavige doesn't need the street. He doesn't. He wants the street. Personally, I think it's so he can stop any protest in front of L. Ron Hubbard Hall. And for him, $1.3 million, that's chump change. He's happy to pay that. And frankly, it's an insult that he's paying market value because, you know, all those buildings he secretly bought up after 2017 when the city was bold enough to say no to him, he paid 2, 4, or 6 times market value for those buildings he's been leaving empty. No problem there, but with the city, I'll give you market value. In fact, I'm not even going to give it to you now. Down the line, I'll probably give it to you. Can't guarantee it. If he wants to stop protests in front of L. Ron Hubbard Hall, all he has to do is get an event permit. So on those nights, nobody can protest. The rest of the time, Councilmember Teixeira, Mr. Mayor, and all the other citizens who use that street on a regular basis will still be able to use the street. There's nothing really in it for you to give Miscavige what he wants. You know, as I said, I think Miscavige is trying to stop protests. We just saw a protester last week get arrested. Erica was arrested and spent a night in jail. And she's been protesting from the exact same spot for 14 months. And it was not a problem. So I hope this is not any type of crackdown on protests. I don't think it is, but I hope it's not. Let me ask you this, because this is my real concern. Say Miscavige comes through with everything that he promised back in 2017, and he's going to build up all the buildings downtown, make them look gorgeous. He's going to put businesses in them. What happens if a business fails? Does Miscavige have to put another business in and another business? What if all of them fail? And Miscavige looks around and goes, we made a pretty downtown and no one wants to come down here. I wonder why. And decides, let's just tear down all those buildings and let's build expensive condos for wealthy Scientologists. They can live right next to Flag. They can walk over and do their auditing, and then another block away, they can go to the L. Ron Hubbard Hall and listen to Miscavige drone on and on for 3 hours before jumping to their feet and shouting, hip, hip, hooray! That is what I'm worried is going to be the future of downtown Clearwater. The people of Clearwater do not want a downtown Clearwater controlled by Miscavige. That's what the council in 2017 said. It's true today. So I urge you, do not sell this street. It's the city streets. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.